Our ship was attacked by coral, I think. It just grew out of the waves, and I don't know what happened to the other sentry, Veslin, or the sea elf prisoners we were transporting. I woke up alone on the beach.
What do you need me to do?
The sailors and other jailers call that place the Coral Cliffs. I won't survive the trip inside, but you're an adventurer. You're my only hope of getting the survivors out. Another House Menard ship expects us. Our prisoner exchange is overdue.
How do you know Veslin is with the prisoners?
I counted the footprints. Enough for each of the prisoners and Veslin. She's with them, mark my words. I just hope they're all right. Get Veslin and those ne'er-do-wells out of the Coral Cliffs. House Menard will see that you're compensated.
I'll bring Veslin and the prisoners out of the Coral Cliffs.
The Coral Cliffs aren't an area anyone wants to be lost in. Strange noises thereabouts. Makes me shudder. You find my fellow sentry and those prisoners of ours. Get them out of there safely. I need to rest my hurts before we move on from here.
Alright, I've got something else to do in there, but I'll help you out as well. Looking for High King Emeric, of course, who is supposed to be within there. And if he's not in there, hopefully we'll find a clue as to where he actually is. Got a boss over here, and I do imagine we got a sky shard somewhere too.
Bring the lightning!
Bring the lightning?
Stay back! You're not one of those slimy druids. Who are you?
I'm no slimy druid.
I've got to get out of here. Why didn't I just drown in that shipwreck? They turned them into coral. Sunagil, those Eldertide bastards turned him into this glow. Then they fed the glow to the coral.
Eldertide bastards?
They said that the archipelago belongs to nature. That they were carving a balance between the natural world and greedy mortals. They brought us through the caves and up to the platforms above. Then they shoved us into cages.
Did the druids use their magic on Veslin too?
Veslin? She was whole when I escaped. I offered to help her, but she wouldn't leave the others and I had to run. I had to. I can't do anything. Not against the Eldertide druid's power. But you can destroy their coral.
Why would I destroy the coral?
The Eldertide sacrificed my shipmates to it. Those druids need to suffer. The coral is inside the caves, just down that hill. Make them pay. I'll give up piracy if you do as I ask. Smash the coral! Free the others, please!
Got it.
Anyone still alive will be in the cages above. Destroy the coral. Make those druids pay.
Okay. Make them pay?
Time to bring the lightning!
Coral cliffs are over here. Well, let's go around and get this quest done first. Destroy. Oh, we're hitting it with the axe today. Sometimes it's the axe, sometimes that all-purpose hammer. Look at all that stuff growing on that cinch. Okay, so there's an area up here. Go and get him, Ember. Zap him up, Ember. I think I've actually got to set up more as a heal at the moment. Because I don't really think I need much more DPS. But I have got her with a... She has got her zapper stick there still. Oh, there we go.
Sorcering better than ever before. Sorcerer, you want to talk about something?
Yeah, so I've got... Okay. She's got one... Yeah, she's got a damaging ability there. Can call down a comet. Shields. Immobilize enemies. And heal herself and an ally. Yeah, so I figured as long as she can you know, do her best to keep herself alive. And can contribute where necessary. Because in all honesty, I don't really need a companion.
Bet they weren't expecting that.
But it's nice to have one along anyway. Which is interesting. I kind of feel like it would be nice to have a veteran switch for delves as well. To make it a little bit more challenging, you know? Especially when you get companions involved. Veteran switch for like all interior areas or something.
Look at you go.
Amazing. Oh, perhaps they could have like 3 difficulties. You could have like a story mode, which is just yourself or your party, and then like a normal mode like this, and then your veteran mode for a little bit more difficulty with increased rewards. Okay. So we'll follow that around. I can't ride. Watch out for the hack wings. Excited laughter. Get him. Get him, Ember. Bring the comet down. Like, she's quite capable. I just sit back and watch her do her... Watch her work. She's got no problem taking him down.
You're dangerous, huh?
You're dangerous, Ember. You're their worst nightmare. Oh, woohoo! Woohoo, she says. Oh, here we go, boss fight.
You just volunteered to be our sacrifice.
I don't know. I don't think that's going to work out for you. I don't think that's going to work out for you. Hit him, Ember. Hit him. Crack him. Well done. close.
Vile serpents to fight. Good. I'm just getting started.
Oh, that's a familiar voice.
Over here, quickly. I don't know when they'll be back. Thank the eight you're not one of those druids. Hurry, get us out of here. The druids, they're using us to feed their quarrel. Screams. I don't want any more of us to suffer that pain. Please, please get this door open.
Sergeant Brozick sent me to find you and the prisoners.
Sergeant Brusick survived the wreck. The Sea Elves said he was as good as dead. They regretted leaving him there as soon as those druids locked us all up. The sergeant and I take care of our prisoners.
I ran into one of the sea elves. She said the druids fed the other prisoners to the coral.
That would be Kairiznia. She offered to pick the lock on this cage, but I couldn't leave these two. Seeing the druids when they killed Suni Gil and the others, it broke their spirits. Kairiznia's many things, but she's not a liar.
You saw what they did, and you chose to stay?
It's my job to guard the prisoners. I failed so many of them already. I'll not fail these two. If you open the door, I'm sure I'll be able to rally their spirits and get them out of here.
I'll unlock the cage. As soon as I can target it.
Either pick yourselves off the ground or let me carry you. We're getting out of here. Sergeant Brusick's waiting.
Right. Off they go. Alright, let's go over here because Emeric's waiting for us.
You don't appear to be one of these green serpent ruffians. Shame. I was hoping to notch an even 20.
Hi, King Emeric. Mates.
Since you're the first person I've encountered in this damn jungle who isn't trying to kill me, let's assume we're going to be friends. I'm High King Emeric. Pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Lady Arabelle sent me to find you and the other Alliance leaders.
Lady Arabelle, you say? How is the dear woman? She and I have shared quite a few close calls over the years. But she only sent you? I assumed I merited at least a dozen knights or so. Ah well, I assume you have a way to get us off this damn island.
I can signal a rescue ship as soon as we find Prince Ernskar, and Queen Irene can clear the storm.
Ah, you've seen Irene. And she's still alive? Good. Do you know, I was looking for young Ernskar when these serpents rushed out and tried to toss me in that cage. I showed them. But I think they may have captured our wayward Nord prince.
I did overhear some green serpents mention that they had captured one of you.
I half expected to find our young Nord prince sitting atop a pile of dead serpents, but no such luck. Let's take a look around and see if we can find anything that points to where the serpents might be holding Uran's pup.
Alright, I'll look around.
Come to think of it, I also heard these serpents mention a captured noble. I suppose that's what whoever's behind this told them. No reason to reveal we're royals. Instantly raises the bounty. I really wish I'd taken one of them prisoner, though.
Why did the Pact send Prince Ernskar instead of his father?
That's a good question. Yoren the Scald King was invited, of course, but the official response we got out of Mournhold was short and sweet. His son would negotiate on the Pact's behalf.
Do you think that's going to be a problem?
Not for me. I have heard that Ernskar is something of a royal pain in the arse. But aren't we all, to some extent? Perhaps Yoren is using this as a training exercise. If Ernskar doesn't make matters worse, maybe he'll learn something.
He's not that bad.
Look around. Ernskar was here before they moved him. I'm sure of it.
Letter to Deesh. Claiming the Skull King's axe, good for you. I'm sure it will make an excellent trophy. Also, tells me that these nobles are more important than the Ascendant Magus let on. But why don't we have the other two nobles in our hands yet? Get out there and find the others. The Magus doesn't accept excuses. They want these three nobles, whoever they turn out to be, and so do I. I want the reward the Magus promised, away off this rock and freedom. You tell those idiots to get to work, or I'll feed each and every one of you to my beautiful pets, and make sure the one who we do have is secured in the coin fort. Just be careful. He fights like a giant.
Fights like a giant. That sounds like Ernskar. And he's at the coin fort. Well done.
Sungir, Axe of the Skald King. I like that axe. The legendary axe of Yoran the Skald King, given to Prince Ernskar to show his support for the peace talks.
The Scald King's axe. Ernskar held that like Queen Maria grips a sweet roll. He wouldn't give it up willingly.
Queen
Let's find Queen Irene, shall we?
Yeah.
All that dead lout had was this bottle of wine.
Queen. There's a Queen Maria.
Ugh. Sour.
What are you
Is there
drinking?
no joy on this damned island?
Dude. It ain't time for drinking.
Yeah, if I were to break an ankle making this jump, Queen Maria would kill me. I'll go around and meet you outside.
Alright, buddy. So where's a sergeant? Over here?
Hero! If you had any interest in the sea, I would take you on in a heartbeat. Veslin told me what happened. Is it true that a few of those druids were enough to cause our shipwreck? All those lives lost at sea, how much harm can they do? How many more ambushes do they have planned? Makes a person reconsider their work.
Well, Veslin and the surviving pirates are safe.
Oh, it does my aches good to hear that. We'll let House Mornard know what happened here. Spare others some pain. Veslin says you convinced at least one of them to give up piracy. You hauled more than was asked of you. Take this, with my thanks. House Mornard will hear about what happened here. The good and bad both. Druids turning the living into coral fodder. A fight between mortal life and nature? There's something strange happening here. But it's beyond my comprehension.
How will you get your prisoners out of here without a ship?
While you were helping my prisoners, I got my bearings out here. We're not that far from Broke Rock Mine. I've made the run there a time or two in the past. We can make it there and get the assistance we need to make it back to Amino Station.
Will you be alright?
Like I said, it's not too far. I've recovered my strength, Veslin is none the worse for wear, and my prisoners will help us defend ourselves. Don't worry about us. We'll be fine.
What will House Monard do with you and Veslin?
What happened here was out of our control. We'll make a report and get another ship to take the prisoners where they need to go. Mornard will see to the druids here. It might take some time, but the danger they pose won't be ignored.
It's not in my nature to give up my own freedom, and I'm not. Piracy isn't the only life out here. Veslin and her captain won't see trouble from us, and we'll fight by their side. We swear it, on the constancy of the tides.
I'm glad our captain is paying for our release. I want no more part of this island.
Those druids better be pleased they met us on land. Once the captain takes us out to sea proper, any druid I spot is gonna feel the swell of my anger. Believe you me, no coral magic's getting in the way of my revenge.
Kyrysnia and the Sea Elves are as good as their word. After everything we went through, I believe that to my bones. Thank you for getting us out of there. I think I speak for all of us when I say we didn't want to die like that.
Oh, good luck to you all. How far is it? What, they said they're going to go through the mine? What? Where's the mine? Oh, they'll figure it out. I'm sure they'll be fine.
Good to see you still well, Emeric.
And you, Irene. Nice, cat. I say, friend, let's chat. I washed up alone, and now I'm surrounded by allies. At least, allies for the nonce. It's funny how fate can change in a moment, eh? let's talk about the things we found in the cave.
We found a note from the Green Serpent leader.
Right. Mentions taking their captive noble to the coin fort. That has to be Prince Ernskar. Amanos used to be a stronghold for High Rock slave traders, but that was many years ago. There's a crumbling old ruin just west of here.
There were Breton slave traders?
A long time ago, yes. Not something the Covenant sanctions today, but you're missing the pertinent point. The Green Serpent gang is using the old coin fort as a hideout, and they're holding Prince Ernskar there.
We also found the Skald King's axe.
We did indeed. There are songs sung about that weapon. Literally, Yoren performed one of them the last time we shared company. We must return it to the prince when we find him. Anyway, our course seems clear. We make for the coin fort to the west.
Right, we'll meet at the coin fort.
Don't worry about me. I'll meet you at the coin fort. It's just west of here, if I remember my maps. I'll just spend the walk thinking about the choices I've made. A little retrospective. To the coin fort. Shall we journey there together, Iran?
Casca will run ahead and clear the path. I'll make my own way there. I'll see you at the fort. Do try to keep pace with Casca, Emeric. She'll keep you safe.
And she's gone. Again. Don't worry about me. I'll just take the long way around. I could use a nice walk.
I thought Casca was meant to
Let's go fast.
escort him there. Okay. So I don't actually know if I can go this way, but then they headed off in that direction, so why not? Why can't I go that way? Okay, maybe I can't. That seems strange. How did they get through that? Did they go through this way? Through the coral cliffs? Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm probably gonna go this way. In fact, going. Oh, whatever. My horse is fast enough. Ember did say let's go fast. If I go this way, stick to the inner edge, I should be able to get there top speed. No problem. The coin fort.
Truth be told, this is one of the most relaxing diplomatic missions I've had in quite some time.
Walker, we need to talk. Bright moons shine upon us, Walker. Before you arrived, I did some sniffing. A scent like the one that lingers on that axe you found. It's inside the Coin Lord's old fort. I'd bet Zaji's left ear that it's Prince Ernskar.
Any ideas how we get inside?
Queen Irene suggests subterfuge. They seek the nobles. Let's give them one.
You're suggesting we hand over one of the Alliance leaders?
In a word, yes. Pretend Emeric is your prisoner. Escort him to the front gate and wait for them to let you in. Meanwhile, the Queen and I will await your signal. After we free Ernskar, we'll find a place to signal the rescue ship.
Well, as long as the High King agrees, that could work.
The High King most definitely, agrees. Lead on, my foul captor.
Come, Casca. Let's see how much trouble we can get into.
If you insist.
Alright, I am the foul captor. Let's go. I need a chain attached to him.
They captured one of the nobles. You, bring that prisoner inside at once. Sentry, unlock the gate.
Old coin fort, in we go.